Best 5 Reasons to Move Abroad. Hello and welcome to our Retire Early Lifestyle. Let's get right to the information you're waiting for. If these 5 reasons do not fit your situation, you're better off just taking a vacation or even an extended 3-month vacation, but probably not a good idea to move clear across continents lock, stock, and barrel. We've always said on this channel, people are moving abroad for the wrong reasons and is why it doesn't work out for the long-term living. But there are some very good reasons why you could move abroad and it would probably work out much better for you because of your situation and circumstances. Such as if you had a work transfer, because many companies are international and sometimes they feel the need to transfer their employees. Maybe you are one of those employees. Many Americans have become international expats for this reason. They stay abroad and work for as long as the company needs them to be abroad for. So the length of time depends on the project, but it can be anywhere from 1 year or 10 years. It's obviously more of a contractual commitment and the tax situation is favorable. Some expats end up staying where they've been working even after the job is up because they ended up fitting in well and enjoying their life there. This is a very good reason to move to another country. This is not the same as moving somewhere to get a job, or you already have an online job that you do as a nomad. It's two totally different things, and nomads almost always end up coming back home too. Another situation where moving abroad would work out well is if your spouse is from the country you're moving to. If your spouse is from a country you both want to move to, then that would be a good reason to move there, and especially if your spouse speaks the language and knows about the cultural idiosyncrasies. 5 things you shouldn't do in Italy.
5 things you shouldn't do in Italy.
I've got number 1.
Yeah, what?
Shouldn't say ciao to the older people.
Don't say ciao to the older people?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not appropriate.
I got another one.
You do?
Yeah. Don't laugh when you're talking about cappuccino.
Oh yeah, that's another one.
So that's 2.
Okay.
What else?
Number 3. It worked out really well when we went to Italy during our 2-year European travels. Frank speaks Italian and we got the local rental prices, which is nothing near the costly amounts expats are paying right now in Italy. Frank wanted to check out his childhood homeland to see what changed over the years, and I really wanted to know more about Italy. I loved everything about Italy, even more than my husband did. For long term, we both prefer living in America, though, for our home base. Although we could go to Italy or anywhere in the EU anytime we want, for as long as we want, unless they change the rules. Another reason why living abroad might work out for you is if you bring the whole family. This is what we did. We didn't move abroad for the health care or for the weather or to work. We did know that Ecuador was cheaper than the USA, and so that was a big plus, but we moved abroad for the family-oriented culture life that Cuenca, Ecuador was 14 years ago. So we brought our family with us. Ecuador had a very good family-based visa at the time, and that's what we did. But I think they did away with that visa now, and Ecuador is not quite the same as it used to be, unfortunately. Now, bringing your whole family does have its consequences, however, because if you're abroad for a long time, it means your children will grow up with an international view and may decide to carry on with their own lives abroad. For an example, they may meet a local and get married like one of our sons did. Or perhaps they want to pursue their career in another country like one of our other sons has done. And so now the family is scattered throughout the ends of the world, and I mean that literally. However, many family offspring decide they don't like it abroad enough and just return home to the USA. We have that too. So there really is a lot to think about when bringing your children abroad with you. Circumstances change, your children grow up, and they move on. Be ready for those lifestyle changes whether you stay home or move abroad. Another reason you might stay abroad longer or permanently is if you have absolutely no ties to the country you were born in. You do not have aging parents. You don't have any best friends. Well, really, you don't have any friends. You don't have any relationships, children, grandchildren, finances, business activities or contacts. You don't have any of those things. So if you have none of that, you might just be in the 15% that stay abroad permanently. And we say congratulations, more power to you if that is the case. Someone just recently commented on our previous videos stating that he has no desire to ever return to the land of his birth, the USA. And lastly, if you are a permanent tourist or traveler, or some call it perpetual traveler, or PT for short, you probably will stay abroad. The permanent traveler is just what it sounds like. It's a person that travels the world, never really settling down in one place long enough to call any one place home. Their travels are like one big long vacation, and they enjoy this type of travel living. They may go back to North America to visit family and friends, but they always return to their travels sooner or later. It takes a certain type of personality to live the perpetual travel lifestyle, but there are people that seem to be quite comfortable living all over the world. The permanent tourist stays abroad indefinitely, hopping from country to country like musical chairs. The permanent tourist doesn't want to be a resident anywhere and be bogged down by civic duties and responsibilities, and sometimes they go as far as even renouncing their citizenship from their birth country. You know the nomad capitalist type people. This way of life is not for everyone. It takes a certain type of person to enjoy this kind of nomadic lifestyle. So, okay, that's it. If one of these 5 reasons are your situation or personality type, your chances of staying abroad on a more permanent basis is truly possible. Let's recap the 5 reasons a person would stay abroad and not return to North America within the typical time frame, which is 2 to 5 years. Work transfer abroad. Spouse has a citizenship in a different country. The whole family moved abroad together. No ties to home country. And you're a PT-er, perpetual traveler, or permanent tourist. Tell us what you think about this in the comments. We love it when our viewers chime in with their experiences and perspective. Until our next video, have a great rest of the week and be blessed. Bye-bye.